was a car that caught fire at the intersection here of Alondra and Atlantic, just right in the middle of the intersection where traffic was going back and forth and where authorities were trying to push protesters away from the action. We've seen fireworks. We've seen flags out here, people on dirt bikes, people on motorcycles. We've seen spinouts, burnouts, donuts, pretty much anything that you can think happens in a major protest. We're seeing right now here in Compton.
Dale Jackson here for Yellowhammer Now. Ask yourself this question: where are Alabama's Democrats? Now, if you look at what's going on in the world today, you can see the chaos that's taking place in LA and elsewhere over the issue of illegal immigration. You may think to yourself, Dale, what does that have to do with the state of Alabama? Well, there are issues inside the state of Alabama on this, and we are watching as it is being dealt with in the same way it's being dealt with everywhere else. But I asked the question of where are Alabama Democrats for a very simple reason. If they're going to remain silent, Shomari figures, Terri, Sewell, all the other Alabama Democrats whose names I can't remember right now because none of them are running for any higher office or anything. If they're going to remain silent on all of this, then they're going to allow people like this to speak for them.
The reality is we see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles. And again, any violence against police officers should not be accepted. Local authorities can handle that. But remember, a lot of these peaceful protests are being generated because the President of the United States is sowing chaos and confusion by arresting people who are showing up for their immigration hearings.
They know how quickly we mobilize. That's why they're changing tactics, because community defense works and our resistance has slowed them down before. And if they're escalating their tactics, then so are we. When they show up, we gotta show up even stronger.
So do our elected officials agree with the idea that you send a mob to stop police enforcement of immigration law? If you don't like the law, change the law. Fine, go ahead and do that. Or you just wait till your guy's president and he'll let more illegal immigrants in and put none out, and definitely won't be going after them the way Donald Trump is. You could do that. But shouldn't you say you agree with that? Shouldn't you agree that that's your position? Shouldn't you speak out loud for what you believe instead of just allowing other people to speak for you or remaining silent and letting people like me fill in the gaps? But for some reason, our elected officials on the federal level, on the Democratic side, have absolutely nothing to say about this weekend, because it tells me they're perfectly fine with it.